Hello there. So here we are with issue 20. This is kind of a milestone. We're 1/5 of the way done. And, well, at least from issue standpoint, well, I don't know how about episodes, but let's go ahead and have a look, see what we got going on here. So in this one, we're going to learn about the Imperial Star Destroyer. Oh, that should be interesting. Lots of stuff on that. Then we're going to talk about Dagobah and the Cave of Evil specifically. So this part I think is going to be rather interesting. And then we're going to get into cargo handling, so that might be interesting. And yeah, look at that. That's a heck of a cargo ship. And then finally, we're going to do this section. That's what we're going to work on tonight. So let's go ahead and get our pieces. So we have 2 pieces of frame. So we have number 23, bottom frame 23, and bottom frame 22, I think. What's it say? 22 and 23. Yep. And we have these 2 pieces here. We have all of these pieces, some screws, and some of these fasteners for the frame. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up some of this stuff. And I think for now, we probably don't need the book, but let's just make sure we know what's going on here. So we're going to build this part, and it's going to go into the tube that goes into the cockpit. So that's the cockpit tube, the passage tube. And so we're going to be building this part. So let's go ahead and start cutting this stuff out. Let's see if it gives us any special instructions. Clip the strips off the sprue as you need them, and trim off any molding flash. Be careful not to lose any of the small pieces. And then just start putting it on. Well, that seems simple enough, and you can see how it's kind of cut away depending on what side we're talking about. So that's kind of interesting and different. So what we'll do is we'll cut these pieces out. These will get washed, and we'll give them our normal painting stuff. But we'll need to paint the underside of these. So these 2 pieces here will get primed and painted. And so what I'll probably do, let's get this out before we move too far. So look at this. I've already gotten partway through this, and I haven't even been going just under 3 minutes, or 4 minutes, I should say. So let's have a look how these get glued in. So we have little pegs that go in these holes. So because I want to paint this, I think that I could probably glue these in on the back side, because you won't necessarily see the back side, I think. Once it kind of goes on there, the back side is going to be covered up. You won't see it. Like, for instance, this part is going to go here, so you won't see that. And this part here is going to go there, so you won't see this back side either. So that'll be good, because this part will fit up against here, and then that will seal up against that part. So all of this, we don't have to worry about painting the back side, just the top side. And again, I'm going to have to pull these screws out so I can paint this. I'll probably paint this at the same time. So I just need to paint the sides, but I'll need to mask these and all that kind of stuff. I think I'm going to try to go ahead and paint this part without masking it. I might throw some masking on the back here, just so I don't have to worry about the paint on the back side, so I can glue it from the back side. So That way I don't have to worry about protecting this side, because that would take me a lot of time to mask that. So let's get this stuff out of the road, and let's go ahead and cut these out real quick. And once I get these cut out, I will step away and wash all these and begin the prep work. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So how the heck has everybody been doing? So while I'm doing this, give me a little bit of time to converse. So after this one, I'm planning on doing kind of a wrap up of the first 20 issues, and so I can kind of talk about where I am now, type of thing, and what we've done so far and that kind of stuff, like a review, right? So I'm thinking about doing that in a stream, but I'm kind of curious what everybody thinks. So if I'm going to do it in a stream, I would like to do it on an evening or maybe a Saturday or something, when not a bunch of other people are streaming, because I don't want to cut into potentially, I don't want to be competing with somebody as far as streaming goes. Because one, I'd like to have people attend. And two, I don't want somebody to attend my stream and kind of take away viewers from somebody else potentially. I don't want somebody to have to decide which stream they're going to. So I may have to do it, like I said, like on a Saturday day or something like that. So that way, not many people are going to be streaming in the middle of the day on a Saturday. But I'm kind of curious what everybody thinks. What do you guys think about that? You'll need to get your answers in quickly. Just post a comment, tell me your thoughts, because this is going to happen next week. So, because I want to do it before I go to issue 21, and so it's going to have to go pretty quick, right? So, provided that this doesn't turn into a 2-episode issue, which it shouldn't. A lot of this stuff I can do off camera, but I want to get the answers as quickly as possible. So hopefully you guys are watching this and you can post a comment. Tell me what you think. I haven't streamed for quite a while, so I know there's a lot of people that have been wanting me to stream, and so I don't even know how long of a stream I would make it, but long enough to review everything. And I'm currently working on a video of, kind of rehashing everything. So the video would also take place. I have a lot of cleanup on these. So video would also, I'd probably play the video in the background. So there's that. So, you'd still be able to see stuff, but they'll give me an opportunity to talk about stuff. I can pause the video and that kind of stuff. And if need be, I could even pull up some of my previous videos that I didn't include in the edit. And I have been working on this video, so but a little bit of something there. I don't know what that is. The sprue that it was on, I guess. I don't know. So we'll just put a little bit of tape there. Oh, I don't know why I'm masking this, because I need to wash it before I do anything else. We'll mask that after. But anyway, let me know what you think about that. I'm going to go wash these and these little pieces. And after that, I will go get these primed and maybe even painted yet tonight. And then I'll clean these up, the ends up off camera. And then when we come back, I'll be ready to put these on and then get them all painted up and stuff. So I'll see you when all that's ready. Okay, we're back. I've got this one painted. So I just painted the sides. I did paint this side because I think this side is going to be showing. So, and I didn't paint this side. And then I got these both painted. Let's go ahead and get the tape off. So that way we can see what the effect is. And tape's off of that. There we go. All right, so now that we have all the tape off of there, we can put these on. So let's have a look, see what we're working with here. First of all, let's move this over out of the road. I've got some tape here that I can put some glue on. So we'll go ahead and do that. There we go. All right, so let's start with the small one. That's what the book's got. We're going upside down here. Let's get us some my second package there. So there are 102 in there. I've used about 3 or 4 so far. So I'm going to kind of dry fit some of these just to make sure that I'm putting the right ones in. I would say that's right. And I would guess that this one is not right, but this one is. No, this one is. All right. Maybe not. The holes aren't lining up. So that one's not right. How many more do I have here? There's this one. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's get these set off to the side here. Okay, I do remember there was one with a bit of a notch in it. I remember that from when I was cleaning it. That's this one here. Oh, there's more than one. Because this one facing the wrong direction. Okay. This one. Here we go. So that one goes there. Okay. It'd probably help if I still had them on there. Let's see, does this one go? No. I could force it, but I don't want to do that. How about this one? Maybe the other way around. Yeah, like that. And then perhaps one of these ones. I had a buddy in the army. He used to say, he said this guy that he used to know, And he's always like, and I don't mean perhaps. So he would walk around and say that. There's that. And then this tiny little piece right here goes in that last spot. Okay. So that means these are the ones I need to put in. So these ones I can go ahead and glue. So let's go ahead and get these glued in. And then I can focus on these small ones that are going to be a pain. Help if I had this over here where you guys can see it. There we go. All right. All right. Now, this one put in place. Well, the first time I put it on, it went right in. There we go. All right. These small ones are definitely a pain. Where are my tweezers? There we go. Whoa. That thing just shot out of there. This little piece right here, I think, is probably the smallest piece I've dealt with so far. And I can tell you, I'm not enjoying it. Not enjoying it in the slightest. All right. I don't even know how well I'm going to be able to glue this thing. Not much there to glue to. There we go. All right. Got to make sure it stays where it needs to be. We want it to have this edge be flush right along there. Okay. So I'm going to set this up on one of these so it can dry. The unfortunate thing is I really don't want the glue. Actually, I'm going to hold on to it for a second. I don't want the glue to be setting on. I need some way to kind of prop it up. Set it right there. That should be good. All right, now for the larger one. Well, that's funny. They show you how to put all these on, but then they don't show you the other side. So you have to just kind of guess it yourself. All right, so the nice thing is these smaller pieces like this, it's actually, instead of just having a little peg, it's kind of You can see it's kind of rectangular. So that way it fits in there a lot better. All right, let's go ahead and get this one glued in. I don't want to be fighting with this tiny little thing later. That way I can stick my finger in it and glue my finger to this thing later. All right. There's that. Okay. Now, I think this one. Yep. Already stuck my finger in it. Okay. La, 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 la. Actually, I think this one should go there. But it doesn't fit. It's just, you see how square this edge is? I don't like how that edge is so square. I feel like this goes there. Come on. Boy, talk about finicky. Holy crap. Yeah, see that goes there because it's got a straight edge. I feel like this needs to go here if these holes line up. And they do. Alright. So, let's get some glue on these. The interesting thing is when you look at it this way, you think they're going to go parallel, but they don't. They actually are going at an angle that way. Okay, now this one that has a little notch in the side. You can see how, get that to focus here. You can see how that has a notch in it. And you can see my big hairy knuckles. Makes my hairs look really dark, but they're not that dark. So tonight is Thursday night. If you happen to be an NFL fan, tonight is opening night. First game of the season. I am a NFL fan. And I'm sure that there's people out there that know that, you know, my kind of background, obviously I'm doing all these push-ups and stuff, and so as a veteran and whatnot, how do I feel towards uh, the potential protests that they are planning? And the one thing that I will say is, um, I don't necessarily care for it, um, because I don't like. I mean, I'm all for them and whatever they want to have their message. I wish that there was a better time and place to do the protest. I don't like them doing it during the national anthem. But having said that, uh, I did not serve in the army to make it so you can only protest when it was convenient. I did it to preserve the rights for people to protest when they wanted to, needed to, whatever. And now, without being terribly political, I feel like there's a right way and a wrong way to protest. So this is probably about the most political you'll see me get in any of my videos. I like to keep it light and politics free. That's not what my channel is about. But yeah, so I do still watch the NFL, and I will continue watching the NFL. Obviously, I'm a Packers fan, and if I decided to stop watching the NFL, I may have to change my my name, and that would. I'm not all about that. That just seems like a bad idea. So seems like a lot of work. All right, there we go. I've got both of these. I did kind of stick there a little bit. Got both of these glued up. I'm gonna let them dry, and then I'll come back and we will paint them up and get them painted the way that we need them to be, and we'll go from there. We'll get them mounted and all that kind of stuff. So I'll see you when they're all dry, and we'll get them painted up. Catch you after a bit. Okay, here we are. So I've gone ahead and painted these up, and they should match all the other stuff pretty well. And now it's just a matter of putting them in here. So one thing I might end up doing, and if I do, I could probably do it just by hand, is I might end up painting over some of these. I didn't actually get glue on there. But I don't want these white spots to show up, because when I put this in, it's going to go in right here. I don't know if this is going to be blocked off or not, so I don't want to, obviously I don't want those little white pins to show, but so I may end up painting that. This side won't be a problem because you won't see this side at all. So, but let's go ahead, get my tape with my paint out of here. Get a little piece of tape for a dab of glue. I'm not going to need much, obviously, but we'll get that out there. And then this issue will be done. We'll just double check before I close up shop, All right, let's see how we're doing here. So this will probably be a little bit longer than 30 minutes. I think all of my, unless I edit a little bit out of the video that I already have, because it's already at like 30 minutes or a little bit more. So, and I'm just going to put this down inside here and just kind of slop it around inside there. And we'll just stick that sideways and make it fall. There we go. Get that down in the holes. Come on. Are you kidding me? I just had you in there, seriously. How come? When you absolutely have to have it go in, it doesn't want to. There we go. Whew. Oh, I was getting worked up. There's one. All right, let's get this other side glued in place. Let's see, this side went in a lot easier. Okay, there we go. All right, so there is the little hallway for that. That's all glued in. Obviously not quite tight, but this is going to be going in here something like this. I don't know exactly how. There's some screw holes down here that I'll have to get lined up. And we'll see how that goes. Maybe it goes like that. I guess I'll find out, won't I? There we go. Feels like that. So that's going to go like that. And then looking at it from this angle, that's what it would look like when you're going down the passageway to the cockpit. And actually, there's a picture that shows that. If I can find it, I'll put it right here. And you can see more or less, figure out how to, I'm turning it completely the wrong way. There we go. So it's more or less at that angle, something like that anyway. One of these days I'll get the um, the thing flipped over so I can actually see it. So that concludes this issue. Let's just double check everything. Get out the old magazine. Alright, so as you put those things in place, and we did. Oh, here we go. Here's a picture. And that's from the movie, so that's what it would look like. So it's not exactly the same, but it gives you the same flavor, I think. But yeah, I'll find to see if there's another picture as well. And that's the last part of that. So there we go. And issue 20 is we're going to have some more framework. So odds are we'll probably be doing framework. We'll get the cushions, the hull cushions for this piece. And then we're going to have the top piece that goes up above it. Actually, not above it. It's going to go above the boarding ramp, I believe. We'll see anyway. But before issue 21 comes out, I will be doing the review of 1 through 20. And that's going to be on the 26th, Saturday, the 26th of September at 2 p.m. So there will not be an issue that Friday, an episode that Friday, but there will be the review session. And I may have a quote unquote guest host joining me with for that one. So we'll see how that works out, if it's going to work out. The guest host won't really be going through the review aspect, but once we get into like the Q&A and the lore and all that kind of stuff, they'll probably be joining me for that. So not sure if they're going to make it or not, but the invitation has been put out. So with that, let's go ahead and say we'll talk to you on the 26th. That should be a fun little live stream. Haven't done one of those in quite a while. And actually, I just did one not long ago, but it was just a trial run. But so it should be a lot of fun. And I'm stammering, so I'm going to say goodbye. May the force be with you always.